Here's a very intense combinator that I built. It's called Chordal Strummer V.1. Now, first things first, let's open this thing up and take a look at what's inside. We've got global strum control, Thor at the top, compressor, EQ, mixer, delay, chorus, reverb, another mixer, delays and choruses, and we have 6 matrix devices and global transpose again, and then we've got this is the heart of the whole thing. We have 6 NXTs, and if we look at just one, this one's called E1. Let's open this one up, and you'll see it has the acoustic steel from the factory sound bank. This is the patch that was loaded, but it's been modified. And if we open this up, you'll see that beginning at E1, we have a number of samples that are mapped. And if we scroll down here, you'll notice it is a lot of samples. And they're all repitched to new pitches. And what I've done here is I've mapped out some of the basic guitar chords that you would play: major, minor, add 2, suspended or fourth, open, fifth, so no third. And these are all mapped out across the keyboard. I won't get into the details of how this works and how the strum is accomplished, but what you can do is I'll show you here on this little screen of the Combinator. If I play, say, this E1, that's an E major. F1 is an F major, of course. Keeps going up, and now look what happens when I hit the G. Now, if you know guitar, you know that we're not just transposing up. There's some specific note things going on here that are true and authentic to what an actual acoustic guitar player would play. And then when we get to the next octave, it does minors. So we've got majors, we've got minors. Let's screw this up here. We got add 2, suspended, sevenths, minor sevenths, and I believe there's the open, no third. You can control strum speed. Play the key once, it strums up, and then next time you do it, it'll strum down. Strum direction is controlled with Combinator 4. When it's centered, it will do 1 up and 1 down, and if you pan it to either the left or the right, it only does 1 direction. Over and over again. Or you can go the other direction. When you have it centered, it will do 1 up and 1 down. And it's velocity sensitive. Fade in 12 will fade in the 6 strings that make up a 12 string. So right now it's a 6 string. I'll fade in the other 12 or the other 6 to make it a full 12 string. This low 612, high 612, it controls, I believe run pattern devices needs to be going. Now we're hearing just the lower strings. And if you're doing that, it's best to change the strum direction. Or you can do the top strings. And the farther you turn the knob, the less strings you have. So all the way up, and as you turn it down, you add more strings. Then we have a nice string spread, which spreads out the 6 or 12 strings across the stereo spectrum. puts the lower tones on the left and the higher ones on the right. Delay chorus. And some reverb. So all together it makes for a very nice acoustic guitar strumming sound, which in context within a song, it would sound pretty great. The mod wheel controls a dampening or fast decay. And in this particular setup, the pitch wheel is not controlling pitch. It adds a fret noise as if you're moving from one chord to the next. Oops, I think I have that turned off. Show devices. It would be enable noise. Every time you do it, it picks one of the random sounds to throw in there. So you use that in conjunction with the muting of the strings of the mod wheel. So when you go from chord to chord, you can add a little bit of realism to the thing. And another thing that you can do on here, which is pretty cool, is, well, I should show you this. The strum speed is controlled with knob 1. There is a certain bit of randomness to the strum speed, so it's not horribly robotic. It does put some random values there. So, for example, if I turn the strum speed all the way down, you can hear it was speeding up at one point. That's the randomness, and you could control that with this button. You can turn it off, and now it's always going to be the same speed up and down. Sometimes a random button will throw in some odd things, which actually works out pretty nice, so it sounds a little more real and human. You know, mistakes happen. And the other thing that we can do here is there's a enable transpose button. Let's turn off the noise and turn on transpose, and now the pitch wheel will pitch the guitar up in perfect increments instead of a loose portamento or a loose all the pitches that normally a pitch wheel would do. Now it's kind of cool. You can raise this pitch wheel all the way up. Now I can go down to the enable transpose and turn that off. Oops. If I turn it off here, run pattern devices. Now I can let go of the pitch wheel and it's staying transposed. Somewhat of a mandolin sound. And that is Chordal Strummer version 1. There is a version 2 that does some things slightly different, but essentially they are the same. And that's part of A Reasonable Help 2010.